Hey everyone, I'm back with another cooking tutorial. Today we're going to make the awesome deviled eggs, and I put in a couple little different things than most people. I'm making a small batch. I've got like three eggs. These were from the Easter egg demo, so that's why they've got a little dye on them. So you wouldn't obviously, if you're going to serve these like at a, you know, a gathering of some sort, you wouldn't want to have any with dye on them. And try to be careful when you're. I did peel them really fast too. Try not to have any chunks. I've got a major disaster here, but that's a good thing that we're going to show you how to do a workaround on that. So the first thing we want to do is slice our eggs, and the best way for deviled eggs is to slice them long ways. So here, this one's the best one of the bunch, so I'm going to go ahead and just slice it long ways. Boy, I'm having a rough time today. I broke the egg again, but that's okay. And then we're going to scoop out the yolk, throw it in a bowl, and return the white part back to our tray. Try to do it kind of neat. I'm having a little difficulty. I don't know why. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Now, because I'm just making these for home, it's no big deal that you have that little spot there. But again, you probably wouldn't want to use your dyed eggs if you were going to take it somewhere, you know, a party or something like that. Okay, so in the bowl they go. This is pretty standard deviled eggs. Okay, so we've got a little problem here where I messed up on the shells, but we're just not going to use that. We don't have to always make an even amount. So I'm just going to cut that part off, like so. And this won't be used. You know, this is not usable. So we'll just set it aside somewhere. And then carefully get out the other yolk. Okay, once you've got all your yolks into your bowl here, I'm going pretty quickly. You might want to go real meticulous and get a spoon and get every little bit of that yolk out. I'm going along pretty quickly. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to smash these yolks up. That's step number one. Once you've gotten them out of the separated from the whites into the bowl, and just get them all smashed up with a fork into nice little crumbles. Oops, like so. Okay, now what I put in, which is a little different, I like to put in finely diced celery, and I think that just gives it a crunch, and it also gives it a good flavor. I've shredded up a half of stalk, and that for 3 eggs, that might be a little too much. Yeah. So I'm not going to use them all. I'm just going to kind of look at it and get an idea, and like that. You know, sprinkles of green everywhere. You don't want too much in there. There's still a couple little spots where there's some hard yolk doesn't want to break up. Okay, now you're just going to add either mayonnaise or Miracle Whip or your choice of whatever you want. I'm going to put in a little of each. I'm down to the bottom of both, so I'm just going to try to put in a little bit of each. So let's see. That's about a good tablespoon of that, of the regular mayonnaise. Then I'm going to do about a good tablespoon of Miracle Whip. Use the back of the knife to scrape that off. Okay, and then I'm going to add also just a little pinch of spicy brown mustard. I'm going to, before I start, see how that water liquid comes out, I always squeeze it off into something because I don't want all that vinegar or whatever it is. And I'm just going to put, like not even, probably that's about a half a teaspoon of spicy brown mustard. Okay, so I'm going to give this a good mix. And you may have to go back and add a little more mayo, but I think I've got actually a real nice mix here. I think that worked out about perfect. So 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise of your choice per 3 eggs. And it does look a tiny bit dry, so I think I'm just going to put another little squirt in. But I'm going to say, you know, that's the rough estimate. Okay, now another thing that I'm going to put in now is I'm going to put my paprika in now. Now a lot of people just sprinkle with paprika later, but I like to put it right in right now. So I'm going to give it a little, that might even be a little too much. And when you add that paprika, it just gives a nice zing, and you really don't need any salt or pepper, I find. Okay, so that's my my deviled egg mixture. Okay. Now you just go back, take a scoop, and if you wanted to do like a pastry thing, you could definitely do it that way too. And then you just refill your egg white halves. Here we go. Simple, fast, easy, and delicious. Enjoy.